third, and this is probably the most punchy observation, is I think we are somewhat severely doing a disservice from a storytelling perspective about insurtech and its value creation capability, because of the maybe environment and certainly just the way the, I think, loudest voices in the industry are positioned as we sit here today. What I mean by that is you can take something that is actually a pretty natural part of the innovation process. It's sloppy, it's chaotic, there's a lot of failure, there's a lot of, there's sometimes even fraud. There's a lot of stuff you can point at and be very dismissive of. But that's actually quite natural. And you can either look at that as natural and normal, and you can provide, the positive counterexamples to all of the problematic things happening in a broader movement, or you can stay focused on the things that aren't working. And I think we're a little too focused as an industry on the things that aren't working. And I don't know exactly why that is, because I think there's also some great examples of amazing collaborations between old guard, established incumbent insurers, and really dynamic, innovative businesses. I think Beam has a great track record of these sorts of partnerships ourselves. And I see that in actually a lot of other places in the industry. So my sense is that we aren't giving ourselves enough credit as an industry broadly to just trust that there is going to be a second gen, that these markets are huge, that the customers want new innovative features, and whether those come from the incumbents or brand new companies or some mix of the two, that this is like all good stuff and we're going to be in a better place in the next 10 years than we were 10 years ago. And I think that's almost for sure true. But that does seem to be a bit of a missing voice at the table right now. Many founders, this is just my sense, I haven't actually directly asked any founders this, but my sense is that founders of insurtechs are spending a lot of their time either heads down building and not trying to provide that voice, or to the extent that they are speaking out, they are kind of forced to be on the defensive version of that storytelling opportunity, instead of something that's perhaps a little bit, balanced, vulnerable, and humble, because I think a lot of us have been humbled by the environment, but also, there is real value being created, and not just in one company or one area. I think this is actually right on schedule in many ways. This is Fro from Beam Benefits, and this is the future of insurance.